There's the weigh-in. Manny Pacquiao, Erik Morales. Erik, last time out, made a mistake. The crowd erupts as the pride of an entire nation, and especially Tijuana Zona Norte enters the ring.
My bordering neighborhood.
Looking much more serious coming down the aisle this time than he did last year when he was waving and smiling to his fans.
You know, I had the pleasure of watching him train and be in his camp, and he had a very strong, solid camp, very focused. He looked sharp.
No distractions this time, folks. Had some problems with his promoter. That's been cleared up.
And for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, courtesy of Wynn Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Touch gloves. Good luck. Let us go.
One thing we haven't mentioned, last year there was the big dispute over the gloves. Manny Pacquiao felt that he was forced to wear winning gloves, which reduced his effectiveness. He is wearing his more favored Reyes gloves, which he feels is a puncher's glove, which will increase his chances tonight.
Oh, and Manny waiting to get out of the gates.
Yeah, he'll come running right across, folks.
Fireworks.
When he gets into that ring.
You know, what they worked on in camp, I know Freddie Roach was working with Manny to use his right hand a lot more in the fight. He's jabbing a lot more. Before it was a lot of jab, jab, left, jab, jab, left. They want him to really utilize that right more often.
This place is absolutely electric. Filled to the rafters.
Pacquiao beginning now to start to put some punches together. His speed of hand should give him an edge in that department over Morales.
Much more reserved than we usually see Manny come out. Indeed, working the right hand, trying to throw punches to the body. Right hand over the top for Pacquiao. Morales boring forward. Oh, good combination from Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble. Steps out of it, acknowledges, shakes his head. Boy,
straight punches from Morales.
Woo! All it took was the first really good punch from Pacquiao, and Erik just doesn't like that. He refuses to be hit hard.
He just got hit hard 3 times.
You know, another thing he worked on was a lot more of a body attack, which he was going to a little bit earlier. Let's hope Pacquiao, I should say, sticks to his plan.
Oh, it started slow, but it's right where it was a year ago already. What a fast round, lightning fast. It speaks for itself.
With the jab, counter.
All right, there you see Morales coming in, forcing Pacquiao to give ground. That good right hand that hurt Pacquiao in the round. Pacquiao was backed up into the ropes and appeared to be in trouble there for a few moments. It started with a big right hand by Morales. Actually, it started with a big right hand. But it's a different set of cornermen that he has here this evening.
And it's a different corner for Pacquiao as well compared to the chaos we saw last time. Counter punching from Pacquiao to the body. That stung a little bit. Erik says, bring it on. Erik has a tendency, when he gets riled up, he wants to get into a war. He'll take it.
Well, he was also saying, keep him up, because he felt he got hit low.
And we mentioned the change in corners for Morales. He also changed training camps. He normally trains high up in the mountains in Mexico. He changed his locale for this fight to a different training location. So after the disappointment of the Zahir Rahim excursion into the lightweight ranks, he really changed up.
Yeah, that was a disappointing loss and a bad loss for him. He's back at 130 now.
Nice hard shot by Pacquiao.
Yep.
And this crowd reacting to
Another
every
hard
blow
shot to the
thrown.
face for Pacquiao. Morales is countering now. Now up against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's type of fight. And Morales is agreeing to do it as well.
Yeah, because Morales can fight this fight too. But against Pacquiao, he's going into a guy who's got tremendous firepower.
Morales, naturally the bigger man, and has to deal with the unorthodox southpaw style.
One thing to remember though, is Pacquiao now has been...
Oh! Left hand, Morales
Big
is
left
hurt.
hand for Morales.
I don't know how he stayed up.
Morales has the heart of a lion.
Back comes Morales.
Only Marco Antonio Barrera had ever put Morales down, but Morales was very close there.
And even then, Rich, I remember that was a controversial drop to the canvas. That was a big left hand from Pacquiao. Really got the crowd to its feet here.
It's furious. It's furious inside that ring. Everybody's standing. Final 10 seconds of round 2, and Morales almost went down.
Oh, and a
Another
huge right
hand.
hook.
Right hand for Morales right at the end.
Wonderful round. Big scoring round for Manny Pacquiao.
All right, let's take a look at it. You're going to see a big shot from Manny Pacquiao. He got hit first of all by Morales. Drove him back into the ropes. Morales, after a pretty good first round, but then, well, here you see Morales again backing up Pacquiao. But the big punch of the round was scored by Pacquiao. There it is. The beautiful left cross that sent Morales staggering across.
Patty cake tonight at all.
I got to remember to breathe, man.
I know.
I'm holding on to my heart here.
Everybody else is too.
You know the thing with Pacquiao, Rich, is that he's obviously got an unorthodox style, but he always seems to be a little off balance. So when he gets hit, it seems like it has a greater effect because his body physically moves so much once he gets hit. And it doesn't necessarily mean he's as hurt as he is.
No, and he sometimes, of course, he works that to his advantage too by giving you some different angles. Now Morales is coming back.
Answering with great counter punches.
Right on the chin. And Manny Pacquiao's a pretty tough customer himself. Here he comes on the attack.
That was a lightning-like left by Pacquiao that was really sharp and crashed into Morales' face.
Morales on the attack. Pacquiao looking to Kenny Bayless for some relief. Under 1 minute in the third round, uppercut from Morales and a combination to the head. Pacquiao covering up, and then he says, bring it on.
Hey, these two guys want to fight.
These two are warriors. This is as close as you're going to get to gladiators.
Look at Morales throw his hands down and say, is that all you got? Pacquiao coming back. A lot of time left. I tell you what, if you don't like this matchup, you need to find another sport to watch.
It doesn't get better than this. And I'll tell you another thing. Pacquiao can do this all night. And Morales looks like he's in great shape, so we're in for a fun fight.
Final seconds, round 3.
Both fighters trying to close out the round big.
Now let's take a look at the action in round 3. Good crisp right by Morales, but Pacquiao that time countered very well with an overhand left of his own. Look at the stiff jab that Morales possesses.
Round 4. The place is electric at Thomas & Mack. Two great warriors putting on a show through 3 rounds.
I have Manny strong, very much ahead. I think he's bringing the fight. I think he's being very aggressive, and he's landed the more telling blows.
Nice combination there for Pacquiao.
Case in point. I think Morales has done great with some counter punches, but not enough to steal the rounds in my eyes.
I thought by this time in their first fight that Morales was already taking control of the fight, taking control of the style of the fight.
Nice left hand from Morales. Pacquiao firing jabs too, like Freddie Roach was asking to do. Nice sportsmanship there, touching gloves.
Oh yeah, these guys respect each other.
Good combination from the Mexican.
Pacquiao showing more movement in this fight too, and changing up with his attack, not just throwing his right jab and following it with the big left. He was kind of predictable in that last fight as that last fight evolved.
No, you're right, Rich. Everything was a jab, jab, left. Jab, jab, left. Showing a full arsenal of attack tonight. Nice
beautiful jab by Morales. Wow.
Morales is awesome with his skills. And Pacquiao has never looked better. Both fighters at the top level of their game tonight. Oh, uppercut. Both love to fight. They love it. Both born to fight.
Hard shots by both fighters. I don't know if this one can go in the distance, gentlemen. I know we've got warriors on our hands, but exchanging bombs like this,
it's still early.
And neither of these two is the kind that'll submit, though.
Nice counter from Morales. Constant action from both fighters. Pacquiao up on his toes a little more. Good movement, final 10 seconds. Oh, good combination at the end for Morales. He's really accurate tonight. Very accurate.
Morales very sharp in that last round. There you see him doubling up on the jab. Pacquiao saying no, it was nothing, but really his jab was something in that last round. There you see it again. Beautiful work by Eric Morales with his jab in that last round. I thought it was enough to win him the round. There he's actually backing Pacquiao up. You saw in the
long night for Pacquiao to break through that barrier.
It's exactly what he has to do. We're now round 5.
I get the feeling that, you know, these are two guys that, you know, 20 years from now, if they were up in the same city, they'd say, hey, let's go in the gym and spar around.
Oh, good left hand from Morales. Really snapping Pacquiao. It's that left, that hard charging left from Morales is doing the trick.
Yeah, Pacquiao's going to have to use his power now. Morales is finding a home for the jab. And let me tell you, that's no mean feat against the southpaw.
Oh, and
there it is.
Beautiful left hand from Pacquiao. And Morales took it right on the chin and took it well. Pacquiao refusing to get hurt. He's getting away from his head movement and the body attack that he had in the first couple of rounds, Rich. And that was really working for Manny.
Yeah, if he can't stand himself there and there is showing some movement from the wrist.
Good right hand.
And that's when Morales unleashed the right.
Beautiful counter punching.
Another right hand, Morales. Then a combination. Pacquiao coming back with a flurry, but really hard, accurate punches in this round from Morales. If you let him get off with that right hand, you're in big trouble. Going to the body, Pacquiao. Look at Pacquiao coming back with a flurry, but not that effective. Little footwork problem there for Morales. I tell you what, if you had to invent a perfect boxer, it'd pretty much be like Morales.
Textbook all the way around, Alan. That laser jab is unbelievable tonight.
Plus he has all the intangibles too. I mean, the great heart, the warrior spirit.
The great chin, exactly right.
The only thing I ever complain about with Eric Morales is God gave him too big a nose to be a boxer.
He does have a prominent nose.
But he takes it well.
He takes it.
Pacquiao's coming down.
Could he steal the round?
Oh, that's a good
Beautiful.
left from Pacquiao. Hard punch. Coming up on 30 seconds left as these rounds fly by. Pacquiao coming back stronger in the end of this round. Another left hand landed there for Pacquiao. What a great heart he has as well. As that left jab from Morales.
I don't know, what are the judges going to do with this round?
I have no idea.
This is a tough round to score, gentlemen. Side, throw the right, come up with the uppercut, go back to the body.
Taking a look at the hectic action from round number 5. Morales was controlling it with his jab, but then Pacquiao started to come back and landed some big shots, especially that beautiful left cross.
Right hand from Morales.
Through 5 rounds, I have Eric Morales up by a point. How about you, Mario?
I have Manny Pacquiao up by a point.
Pacquiao coming on. Back, good right hand from Pacquiao.
You know,
Left hand from Pacquiao. Hard punches. Now Manny's unleashing. How about letting your hands go?
You just saw the speed. That's what Pac-Man has. That's
talk about an
tough commodity.
intangible. And he seemed to kick it into an extra gear.
Round 6. We'll see who takes the latter part of the round now. We've been seeing these back and forth rounds.
Rich, you know what makes these rounds so difficult to score is Manny will connect with a hard shot, but then Morales, hurt or not, answers with a combination of punches, some that land, some that don't, so it makes it very difficult to figure out who's hurt and who's not.
Morales gets very insulted.
Yes, he's a proud man. What an exchange.
Manny backing up Morales.
Pacquiao's having a brilliant round.
Morales just countered.
Oh, and a huge left hand.
Look at Manny's speed.
That had to be one of the hardest punches Morales has ever been hit with, that left hook.
Manny just let it out this round, folks.
Manny kicked it into another gear.
Right hand from Morales.
Pacquiao didn't like that one. He rubbed at his nose when he ate that leather.
Well, if he keeps his head still, Morales would eat him up with that 1-2 combination, and beautiful attack to the body.
10 seconds coming up. What a round 6 for Pacquiao.
This is Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with
You're
Morales.
exactly right, Rich. Oh, and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there.
All right, let's take a look at Pacquiao's big round. A huge round for Manny, and he did it with both hands. There you see the left and the follow-up right. Later on in the round, the straight left forced Morales to give ground. And then that right near the end of the round, Manny Pacquiao was in complete control. And actually, you said saved by the bell, Mario. He was saved by Kenny Bayless when he ran into Bayless.
Round 7.
You know, these fighters have touched gloves before every round. There's a great deal
Items, more organized corner. No promoter problems. Manny's digging in, and there comes Morales back over the top. Morales is making Manny go back.
It is absolute pandemonium inside this arena. I don't think I've ever heard anything like what I'm hearing right now in this arena.
This is a sheer-out war. So much pride, so much at stake for these fighters. Countries behind them.
Morales digging in. 2 great champions, 2 great warriors. Pacquiao now on the attack. It ebbs back and forth.
These guys are invading into Castillo Corrales territory now. This is getting unworldly.
Well, we already have a candidate for Fight of the Year.
Morales has been in many of these.
Oh, it's hard for me to contain the excitement here.
Like the first one against Marco Antonio Barrera.
Pacquiao being dedicated to the body.
This is just breathtaking.
Left hand from Manny, but it didn't hurt.
Don't push, Manny.
Manny's speed is impressive. Pacquiao back with the combinations.
Pacquiao's so
Pacquiao.
fast with his hands inside when they're...
So this is nothing to him. This is just fun. From the poorest of the poor to a man making over $2 million in purse tonight.
Against a man who was born in the gym, grew up in a gym, lived in a gym.
And by the way, extremely poor area of Tijuana, Mexico. Keep giving him angles.
Eric looks a little worn down there.
Morales does look a little worn down.
If we take a look, again, that beautiful jab of Morales in the last round. Coming to the fore, you see it again, but Pacquiao answering back with a little right uppercut that surprised Morales.
That has been the big difference.
The
Manny
jab, the body work, the hooks to the body.
Right hand from Morales. There we go. Manny's speed counters. Pacquiao's added a few dimensions to his game, thanks to Freddie Roach.
Yes, he has, but that still may not be enough to beat Eric Morales.
Because you can't take away that jab that Morales has.
We're in the 8th round, and this is far from decided, folks.
Morales' great fights have been in fights where he's perceived as having a great challenge.
Right hand from Pacquiao, and that hurt. Morales got hurt.
You're right. Morales was playing possum.
Playing
He was
possum.
playing possum. He fooled us all, including Pacquiao. That was a scorching right hand Morales threw. Man,
That was a savvy, crafty move. Baiting him in.
There's another dimension to talk about how crafty Morales can be. He just got tagged with the right hand. Let's see if he goes possum again. Countering again. Here we go. I don't know if people believe what they're seeing around here. They're standing with mouths agape. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Artistry.
I really thought Morales was hurt.
And you know, if he is, he would never let you show.
Don't play poker with this guy. Manny's speed may be winning this fight for
well,
him.
he's putting 2, 3, 4 punches together. Morales' shots are coming.
It's amazing you can keep up the pace.
Morales with a punch there again, but it's one punch. Seeing Pacquiao answers back 3, 4, 5 shots at a time.
Huge, huge punch by Pacquiao.
Now Morales answers. Final 10 seconds. You'll never get a better show, folks. It's not possible.
This is as good as it gets.
You gotta love both of them.
Into the punches. Be a little calm. Calm down a little bit. They're telling Morales in his corner.
As we take a look at the action from the last round, and it was red hot, but there's that big right hand. When Morales fooled everybody into thinking he was hurt, and he unleashed those 2 rights and drove Pacquiao off of him. What a shock that was, because it really appeared as though Morales was in deep trouble.
Then Pacquiao answers.
History being made tonight.
I can watch these guys fight all night.
They might.
That was an interesting punch by Pacquiao. He leaned to the right and threw that
He
left
threw a
hand.
lead left hand. You don't see that.
He's making it up as he goes.
He's improvising in his fights.
Well, he has had more in his repertoire tonight. There's no question than he did a year ago.
Well, he knew he was going to need it if he had a chance against Eric Morales.
Pacquiao abandoning the body attack a little bit, which was working so well for him. And at the same token,
Uppercut.
Morales abandoning the
Haven't seen
jab.
That one hurt Pacquiao. Pacquiao relaxed for some reason and stopped punching, and Morales took advantage of it.
That lead left. Take your pick.
Nice left hooks, right hooks with Manny. And he's taking Freddie Rich's advice and answering with a lot of hooks. Coming up with a lot of big hooks, which of course is a punch that hurt Morales in the earlier rounds. Morales, one tough hombre.
Oh. Did you ever think it would be Manny Pacquiao with the better combinations? I didn't.
He's surprising a lot of people.
Inside 30 seconds, round 9.
Well, he had to improve.
He did. How much more of that can Morales take?
He's got great willpower, but Pacquiao has great power.
Morales taking a breather. Good fatigue.
Morales in the early portion of the round pushing forward. That's when Pacquiao, I mentioned, stopped punching for some reason, and he got tagged by Morales. But at the end of the round, it was all Pacquiao all of a sudden. And a beautiful, crisp left hand.
Gritty in this fight. 3 rounds to go. A new and improved Manny.
Presence in the entire arena here. I think he probably understands what's going on in there. He's trying to figure out a way to stem this tide if he can.
If there's anybody that can figure it out, it's Morales. That's another one of those intangibles you talk about. He has a great mind for the sport.
Both of these fighters are intelligent fighters. Executing their game plans is another thing. And oh, vicious body attack by Pacquiao.
Morales was getting away from a lot of those punches.
He did a good job with his
The crowd
defense.
is very excited, of course. They see, but Manny is throwing punches and bunches.
And the judges like active fighters.
Morales does look to be wearing down, but every time I think that, then he surprises me.
Answers with hard combinations.
It would take 2 or 3 minutes to run down the list of all the fighters he's taken on in his career, and you have to wonder at some point, does he actually start wearing down?
Alan, you make an excellent point because he's fought so many hard fights against so many elite fighters and never really shown warrant for wear.
I think he's in a bit of a...
Oh!
And we thought Morales was going down. Oh, and he does go down. He does go down.
Picking up the count at 8.
Morales, the heart of a champion, not giving up.
Just over a half minute to go. Plenty of time for Pacquiao if he can find the right time.
Oh, and a beautiful combination.
Down goes Morales.
Oh, the fight is over.
Manny Pacquiao has won. Manny Pacquiao has beaten Eric Morales.
Stoppage, Eric Morales.
It is absolutely deafening in here.
Absolute bedlam in here, and you can hear it all the way to the South Pacific. Manny Pacquiao has become the fighter that he needed to be to reach the top. They're gonna do it again, Rich.
As we mentioned, we thought Eric was wearing down, and Pacquiao just unloaded. Big shots. There's that left to the side of the head that finally dropped Morales. Pacquiao coming forward. Tremendous shot. Great power that Manny has. He always had that power, But as you can see in this fight, Alan, this is a guy who became more than just a powerful fighter. Here's the end of the fight. Kenny Bayless doesn't bother to count. He calls it off. Then you've got something special.
Here's Michael Buffer.
Kenny Bayless steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, Manny Pacquiao.
And he's very happy up there. Even now, though, he's very calm.
There's your recap, Rich.
Early in the fight, it was impossible to tell who was going to win this fight because both men were having their moments. And it was clear, as you could see, that both men wanted to fight. As it went into round number 2, Pacquiao trying to come forward, but Morales exhibiting the power and showing the left jab that was able to set up Pacquiao for some of his power shots. Still, Pacquiao landed an early indicator as to what might happen with that left that staggered Morales badly. Now, as we take a look, 6th round, this is when I feel the fight turned around. I never gave Morales another round after this. I gave Pacquiao the last 4 rounds. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and as you can see, Pacquiao was using that speed. Morales would answer back sporadically, as you're seeing him do here. And his flurries were coming fewer and more far between.